And so a combination of all that business intrigue, but the technical hurdle was massive.
I'd like to hear some stories from the trenches of these, whether it's an acquisition, transition that you've gone through, and something that, like, what's one of the most interesting one that pops out to you?
If I were to pick the number one, it would have been, so in 2005, Dr. Pepper bottling was merged with Dr. Pepper 7 Up. And someone's going to say, wait, what's the difference? Well, one was the concentrate and brand owner, and the other was the bottler and distributor. And they had been separate for years. And also, they owned Mott's applesauce and Snapple, and Cadbury was actually the owner of all those brands. And so Cadbury combined them all, and we became part of Cadbury Schweppes. And then in January or February of 2007, right after we had put the teams together, reorganized, started to outsource all of our data centers up to Toronto, let's call it the corporate raiders came in and said, you know what, we don't like this Cadbury deal. And they tried to split us up, and we headed off at the pass and decided to take our own action, take Dr. Pepper private, and take the juice and the concentrate company, mix it with the soda company and water and tea company, and then let the candy and gum go. And so a year or two into merging, we were demerging. And so a combination of all that business intrigue, but the technical hurdle was massive. Here we are going and shoving all this together, and about the time the surgery and sutures had started to heal, we were going back in and cutting back the brain out and splitting it in half. And so that's the one that really stands out to me. As I remember being in my parents' closet because I didn't want to wake anybody up. It was 4th of July weekend, and I'm talking people through the go, no go, and throw out the fact that we also had to choose sides and figure out how much IT we were going to get and how much Cadbury was going to get. So it was a real, to your point, if ambiguity, chaos, change is something you can't handle, I imagine Jack Nicholson, you can't handle it. And I thrive on it.